time came for us to part ways with Elsheim and the Dominions so that they could fulfill their own role. They were headed to the site of a certain tragedy in order to uncover Professor Hamilton's true intentions before judgment was passed on her. For our part, we went to look into the operation we knew as Project Startaker. We made our way to Longline to get a good view of the space program, which we believed to be related to what Crow and I saw. To the south rose the Ishgal Mountains, which hid the huge basin known as Konlon. That is where the military built their space base, sealed off by Ikaruga for the past 2 years. I was convinced it was there that I would find the land where the heavens turn, as described by my master, Yun Kafai.
I've got a message from our teacher. I'll be waiting for you come the promised day, in the land where the heavens turn.
According to my intel, they'll be patrolling the mountain range until noon.
Was that the 2nd Air Force Squadron? Seems they're not the only unit on the lookout.
Yeah, they're calling it a flight exercise so that everyone will stay calm.
But it's pretty obvious they're not just up there for training. We're not the only ones having doubts.
I'd say the fact that people are only having doubts as opposed to outright panic just goes to show how impressive the CID really is. I suppose we can credit their division chief for that. Or perhaps it's Kincaid's skill at work.
No denying that. Though I do wonder why they've left us to our own devices.
Been a while since I've seen your morning ritual, but it's still a sight to behold.
You're right. It looks really intense at first, but halfway through, it becomes more loose and relaxed. I've seen it a few times before, but it felt a little different today.
Actually...
Thinking about your fellow disciple? Or maybe... you've sensed a certain someone else?
Yeah, another presence. One I couldn't feel at all last night. Maybe he stopped by to join me in my morning practice.
Man, this porridge is delish. Just what I need to get me going this morning.
You really drank your fill last night, didn't you, Crow? So good! You know, if you dip the fried bread into the soup before you eat it, It'll be full of juicy flavor. These black sides are what you call pidan, right? Century eggs? I'd always wondered how they taste. The rich and bitter flavor is actually quite addictive.
This donbang tastes so good. It's like an egg crepe. Crispy on the outside and chewy on the inside.
It's a bit different from the traditional meal we had last night. Sounds like this is a standard breakfast here in Longlai. And you're right about the porridge. Its rich, nutritious broth reminds me of what my master used to make for me when I was training.
Didn't he come to Ymir to train you every year since you were 10?
You haven't seen him in 6 years, right? Since before you enrolled in Thor's.
That's right. I wasn't even able to meet him during the Civil War or the Battle of Jormungand. It's just been letters and messages. Even if there were several times when I nearly ran into him, apparently. Though, I get the feeling he's been watching over me this whole time. My struggles with my ogre power, all the trials I've had to overcome, including my match against the other me. I have no doubt he's believed in me all along. Believed that I would persevere. I guess I'm just grateful to him.
Rain. Sounds like he's the man who made you who you are today.
He sure is. And soon he'll finally get to see the fruits of all my labor.
The time is nigh. The 8 leaves must come together as one, and cut a path to the land where the heavens turn. It is after your fateful clash with the Black God that you will find your true blade.
I'm sure he has a goal of his own that he's been working toward in the shadows. Something related to the space program.
Ikaruga, the Jaeger Corps known as the strongest in all of East Sumeria. To think this man was the chieftain of such a group.
It seems that once he passed the clan on to the next generation, he decided to train those in West Sumeria in the way of the Divine Blade. Judging by how your sister disciple turned out, he's not just any old man.
Yeah. I heard he helped Arkwright's group yesterday in Inkerville. But he wasn't just there to help them. Apparently, he was tracking down an important lead.
That's all well and good, but let's not forget that it's Ikaruga blocking all the roads to the space base. Taking our mechs will only get the military on our asses. So, what are you thinking we should do?
The rocket takes off at 1 p.m. We need to somehow traverse the mountains so we can see it launch up close. Plus, we need to find out the true purpose of the Excalibur, now that we've inadvertently helped them with the finishing touches. And we need to get to the bottom of what it was Crow and I saw at the observatory.
Boy, our to-do list just keeps piling up. Just remember that even if we get to see the launch up close, it doesn't mean it'll give us any answers.
But if Reen's unclouded eye is compelling him, then I think we should go. After all, that's the same thing that eventually led us to facing the other Reen and finding out the truth in the Retributive Tower. I agree. We should be prepared, though. Things might end up even worse than back then. The fate of Zemuria is at stake. You could say, our world is coming to a crossroads.
Or nothing might end up happening, and then it's all good, yeah? A spectacular show like this isn't something you want to experience secondhand. The whole world's watching.
You're right about that.
Eos, good stuff with those answers earlier. Just need you to follow up with one more favor. Gather any and all info related to that third possibility.
And once the data is compiled, please transfer it to the terminal you're currently wired to. Is that really what you think? Your bad habit is rearing its ugly head again. She's right, you know. You didn't rope us into anything.
Oh, right.
I get why you'd feel that way with everything that's going on. After all, you're on the cusp of reuniting with someone very important to you. Honestly, we would be happier if you could relax. We all came here so that we could fight together. You, Crow, Fee, and the two of us. So stop trying to shoulder it all on your own. Let's get through this as a team.
You're right. I'll be counting on all of you. I want to show my master that you're all part of my growth.
Hey, just remember, man, you're not alone.
Exactly. We all know how important this is for you, so we aren't planning to get in your way, but know that we will offer you our support. And that goes for Altina, Toa, and everyone else in Class 7.
Yeah, I know. And it means a lot. But first, we have to get to him. Either way, I hope you'll witness my battle. That should give my blade the power it needs for me to win. I'm sure of it.
Ha! Of course we will.
Yeah, we'll get through this. Together.
Pardon me. Am I speaking to Toa Herschel? I'm reaching out to you on behalf of Director Poisson. There's no need to be so cautious. As it turns out, I'm in Longlai as well. Excluding the personnel stationed at the space base itself, there aren't any CID staff in the area. So if it's easier for you, you can drop the pretenses. Of course. 4, right? I'll have some people I would like to introduce you to as well. President Rocksmith and I will look forward to your arrival.
Excuse me? It's me, Toa Herschel, from the ICO. I've come with my team.
Oh, I'm glad you made it.
Please, allow me to open the door for you.
That man is definitely who I think he is, right?
Sure is. Looks like he's gotten used to the quiet life.
I'm already familiar with Toa and Fee, but I believe this is my first time meeting the rest of you. I'm the head of the CID, Kilika Ruran.
Hey.
Hello. Your reputation precedes you.
Nice meeting you. You look even more gorgeous and sharp-witted than Jellica gave you credit for.
How kind of you to say so. Why, I haven't seen Angelica in years. I think it was back when she stopped in to say hello on her way home from traveling the continent.
She always did make time for friends. Also, it's good to see you well, Mr. Rocksmith.
I can't believe it's already been 3 years since the treaty signing at the end of Mille Mirage.
It has indeed. Good to see you again, everyone. I was lucky enough to see Fee briefly last year, during all the business in the capital.
Yeah, thanks again for the help.
Ah, and Toa. I can hardly believe it's already been 5 whole years since we first met. It feels like it was just yesterday you were tagging along with Prince Oliver to the West Zemiria Trade Conference.
That sure brings back memories. I was just a student back then. I still remember how you were kind enough to offer to arrange for me to study abroad here in the Republic.
Say what? You serious?
Did you seriously attempt to poach a student from a rival country's military academy?
I made the offer because I heard she had some Eastern heritage. I figured she'd fit in just fine here in Calvert. I'm used to tossing out offers like that, even if there's no hope of them going through. Heck, I've tried to recruit some folks from the SSS too.
He really is as crafty as they say.
Indeed. He even managed to convince me to come aboard.
Well, I'm glad we can all exchange pleasantries considering our positions. Tell me though, Chief Kilika, are you acting independently from the CID and the President's orders?
Yes. I've even agreed to guarding Mr. Rocksmith as a temporary special mission. Meanwhile, the rest of the CID have been pushing their limits to make sure today's project goes smoothly.
And that project
Has been put together by Four Eyes in the presidential office.
Yes, and I heard about your little run-in with Kincaid back in Basel. But don't worry. As you're effectively diplomats, you cannot be detained. And that aside, we've already been in talks with the Empire to cooperate on any unexpected developments that may occur after today.
What do you mean by that?
First I've heard of it. But it sounds like the CID has a handle on things.
I see. So, when you said you wanted to do introductions, you meant with him.
Oh, quite astute, Divine Blade. You really are a match for the Silver Princess.
Wait, when did you show up?
Ah, good to see you again after so long. I appreciate you taking the time to come all the way out here.
You say that, but you never much cared for my company, even back when you were president. Regardless, I appreciate the invite. No doubt the Flying Swallow had a hand in tracking me down.
I'm flattered you think so. I would love if we could maintain a more open channel of communication between us.
I agree. Though oil and water are loath to mix, man benefits from both after all.
Is this guy...
Yep. I haven't met him, but I've heard some things.
I am Gen Lu, elder of Heiyue's Lu family. We may have met earlier. Regardless, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance once more, guests from Erebonia, members of Thor's. Sounds like it was worth the hassle getting here.
Doesn't matter who's along for the ride. I always do what I want.
Huh? Wait, Jin?
And look who else. It's the Wolfman we fought in the Garten.
Pardon us for the intrusion, Mr. President, Elder Gen. The dire wolf and the immovable. Haven't seen you two since the aftermath of last spring.
Why are you apologizing for coming into your own dojo, Jin? There's no need to stand on ceremony on my account. I'm the one imposing on you by staying here while it's not in use, after all.
No, sir. Don't be like that.
That's right. This place has been abandoned so long it doesn't even have a proper owner anymore. Still, the fact that you two came together suggests you're just as close as ever.
Hell no. I just ran into him at the station, and trust me, it ruined my morning.
Took the words right out of my mouth. But I gotta say, this place hasn't changed a bit.
It's been almost 2 years since I've been back.
Well, I try to stop by at least once a year.
The Taito school, huh? I heard they've got some bad blood between the three of them since the school's master died 12 years ago.
I heard a little about it from Angie. Sounds like there was a lot going on.
Yeah. But the fact that they're all here together now, maybe they've patched things up?
Right then. Reen, Fee, Toa, Altina, Crow. Just so you're all aware, the Guild's reason for coming here is to find out the truth. Even if I can't help you out with the final battle waiting for you, I'll do everything I can to help you get there.
Oh.
Are you sure? It'd be a huge help, but I wouldn't want to impose.
It's fine. Seems like he's already sorted everything out with Kilika. So, since Elaine's away at the moment, you're our backup, huh?
Yep. Just like last year at Orasia. In order to get HQ to agree to send me here, I had to, finally take him up on their offer.
For real?
Well. I'd say you're far overdue for the promotion.
So the scaredy cat who's been hiding in A rank is finally ready to take that S, huh? That's great news. It'll make it all the more satisfying when I crush you.
I could be a D rank and you still wouldn't have a chance.
Way I hear it, you've been an unofficial S rank for forever now.
Right. Both his skills and track record go way beyond your average A rank.
That aside, I made sure we've got 4 very capable bracers back in Edith to hold down the fort while I'm here. And one of them is none other than Guildmaster Evans. He was Cassius Bright's senior back when he was starting out.
Cassius is senior?
Arnold Evans, Guildmaster of the Bracers. I heard he's in his mid-50s now.
They say he's a refined gentleman whose strength is in a class of its own.
He helps out a lot of different NGOs as well.
Back when Cassius quit, he did everything he could to try and get him to reconsider.
Sounds like this guy packs a punch. I'd love to take him on someday. But I've got my orders from the Society. Watch the Republic ram their blade right up into the heavens. Don't expect me to babysit you guys. Still, I might play with Ikaruga for a bit. Don't get a chance like this every day. Just make sure your skills are up to snuff. Or else I'll grab whatever it is you're looking for myself. Got it?
Don't worry. I'll make sure I'm up to the task. I'm the Divine Blade of Ash. It's time to prove to myself and to my master exactly what I'm capable of.
Attaboy.
Man, I'd gotten the lowdown on him from McBurn, but let's just say I'm glad he's on our side.
Perhaps we've scraped together a chance after all.
The mountain pass should be clear from noon onward. Just be careful making your way there.
I won't be able to stray very far from town, but I can at least back you up by operating the comms and such. After all, if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't appreciate these people doing as they please in my backyard.
I agree with you there.
I abandoned this place years ago. But I should at least teach those scum not to trample the place with their dirty boots.
Yeah, you get him, pal.
On that note, everyone, you have my gratitude.
Thank you for everything you've done for us, Mr. Rocksmith.
Join us for our live coverage and witness whether or not the first manned spaceflight in history will prove successful. For those of you just joining us, Project Startaker, led by the President of the Republic, is entering its final phase. We're quickly approaching the first manned spaceflight in history.
Today is the day!
I'm getting goosebumps!
That rocket is super cool!
I can't wait!
Don't worry. I won't drop you. Just hold on tight. They're here!
We've got company. I count 15. No, 16.
They don't look like chumps either.
Now, isn't that something? Why not show me what you're made of?
Sorry, but we've got places to be.
Allie!
Barrier now!
Oh, damn it!
Leave this to me.
You saved me.
That's the flying swallow for you, and Heiwei's own Shangsho.
I'm only sorry I can't do more to help. This is as far as I can accompany you.
Time is of the essence. Go on ahead to Konlon. Once we finish here, we shall follow. We leave the battles ahead to you.
Roger that.
Much obliged.
That was barely an appetizer. But I guess I'm looking for something a little more substantial than these small fry.
How pointless. You cannot possibly slip through Ikaruga's grasp!
Especially not those like you, who have abandoned their homeland in our sacred mission. Shall we put that to the test? We've dedicated our lives to the Hidengaka. I hope you enjoy the results.
Jin, Walter, support them however you can. Not just for their sake, but for the future after the canopy is lifted.
Phew. Looks like we made it past the first group.
Yep, and it's all thanks to Keelika and the Shangsho for taking their attention.
Don't worry. Keelika will make it back to town safe and sound in no time. As for us, we'll be climbing that road to the Ishgal Mountains, and straight to the land of Konlon.
Did those cheeky bastards really think this would scare us off?
That's Ikaruga's clan crest. The real battle is still ahead.
And unless we can get through, we won't be able to make it to the land where the heavens turn. All right, Thor's Military Academy, move out!
Yes, sir!
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
We'll be counting on you two as well.
Works for me.
These were my old stomping grounds. I know this place like the back of my hand, so let's get moving.
That must be Konlon over there.
Yeah, and in the center of those mountains we'll find a valley. And the space base.
Right. And over there...
It's been a long time, Master Yun Kafai. It's your youngest student, Rain Schwarzer. I got your message, so here I am.
Indeed. Hello there, Rain. It's been 6 years since I last saw you, since you went to enroll at the academy. I admit, though, I've often gone to enjoy Ymir's hot springs food and drink in your absence. Who knows how I'll be able to repay Teo, Lucia, and Lady Elise for all their hospitality.
Don't worry. I'm sure everyone was happy to help. Now, you've been avoiding me, haven't you? All so that you could witness my sword on this day. At this place.
That's...
Now hang on a second. You're saying he was counting on us making it here all this time?
Yes, that's exactly right. From the Empire's civil war to the Twilight, I knew of your struggles, your despair. Even before I took you on as my student, my eyes had already glimpsed a possibility. I had decided to plant the blade of the 8 leaves in the west as insurance against the Black God, in order to divert the natural order. And I saw that there was the thinnest glimmer of a chance that you might, after countless trials and hardships, be forged into such a weapon.
You're right. It was an extremely small chance that I'd ever become something like that.
How could you say things like that?
Do you have any idea how much Reen has been thinking about you? How grateful he's been for what you've done for him?
It's fine, Fee, Altina. Right now, Master Yun Kafai is facing me openly. Not as a guide, but as my opponent. One that I must face, blade in hand. Honestly, more than anything, I'm glad. Even honored.
Well, I guess I do get where you're coming from.
Don't you sound confident? How nice for you. The ladies must flock to your side, even if you don't make a move.
Yep, can't deny that.
To be honest, it does make me a little worried.
You must be the friends he told me about in his letters. The 4 of you are from Class 7, Fee, Crow, Altina, and Toa, I believe. I admit I'm acquainted with some of your relations, that Rutger kid, Mayor Armbrust, even Alfred Herschel. I've had the pleasure of knowing all 3.
You knew the boss?
Wow, guess Pop's had some real connections.
I didn't know my grandfather had met you.
I've journeyed all over the western half of the continent since I left Ikaruga over 30 years ago. Thanks to a certain memento I received in my youth, I was able to forge friendships with many people besides just my students. I can't help but feel that everything was linked to this same day, to this very place, and to everything that happens from here on out.
Just how much have you predicted?
Sorry to interrupt, but I figured I should introduce myself, seeing as Cassius told me all about you. Name's Jin Vatek.
Walter Kron. I've heard a lot about you. Sounds like you knew old Ryuga.
Oh, yes. We'd often enjoy the hot springs together and brag about our disciples. The stories he'd tell about his unruly daughter, his second-best student who was far too cautious for his own good, and his stubborn, hot-headed top pupil.
Sheesh, the old man really got me there. Anyway, I'm here today representing the Guild. My goal is to find out President Gramhart's real objective, whatever Ikaruga's been keeping under wraps this whole time. Specifically, his plan to thrust a sword into the heavens from here in Konlon.
I there's a hidden side to Project Startaker after all. We'd heard there was a secret internal name for it.
Just what is it they're going to thrust into the heavens? Is the sword that new assault frame?
Excalibur. A blade from ancient legend.
In that case, I'd guess your help has been pretty effective there.
Oh. Shizuna guided the development of the new model and its pilot, and I helped forge it by serving as an opponent. Crow and another master tempered it further with azure flames. And so, by all our hands, the blade the President will drive into the heavens is now complete. Is that right?
Makes sense to me. But something tells me it wasn't your plan from the get-go, was it? I'm guessing the President and Professor Cronkite probably just reached out to you for some extra help, huh?
Even knowing about that omniscient eye of yours, you're more than I bargained for, old man. You've seen through and even past all the President's prep work. Even the Society's curious how you think all this is gonna shake out.
Passing marks for all of you.
The time is 12:45 p.m. The final phase of Project Startaker, otherwise known as Project Leviathan, will commence in 15 minutes.
Project Leviathan? So that's its real name.
And with that, our contract with the presidential office has been fulfilled. Normally, the princess would serve as our representative on such a grand stage as this. But as she is elsewhere, I will honor her wishes and act in her stead.
What?
So your little princess is a no-show then, huh?
I am Kuga Kafai, son of Ikaruga's chieftain Gio, and acting second in command. I will witness the upheaval on the princess's behalf, and stand by my grand-uncle Yun. With the Ashura Eye passed to me, I can peer through all things.
His aura and those eyes.
The Far East's famous eye technique. The pride of the Rogetsu school.
Of course he's got some new tricks up his sleeve.
Well then, Divine Blade of Ash, will you honor this black god wielder with a match? Now, depending on how this bout of ours goes, I may very well ask for my scroll back.
Got it. Then I'll face you with all of my strength. As an Eight Leaves practitioner, it's my obligation to repay your kindness. What lies beyond the Eight Leaves is something I'll see with my own eyes.
Well spoken, Reen.
Now,
let us begin!
We gotta catch up to them.
Yeah, there's not much time until the launch.
Clown Saleus.
I shall not let you pass.
We don't recall asking for your permission.
Man, oh man. Who'd have thought the mountains behind my hometown would turn into a war zone?
Bet it's a real joy for you as a martial artist to give cowards like them a good thrashing.
What?
You sure pack a punch, don't you?
I didn't imagine we would capture both the immovable and the direwolf.
Bastards! You really think that's how this is gonna go?
Can't say I'm surprised the Gardens showed up.
But the Eradicator?
Well, what can you do?
Now, it's time to fulfill our new contract.
Didn't Van and the others just run into them in Anchorville?
The Vestiges. And one of them's supposed to be dead.
Is this like the Great Twilight? No. It's something else.
I know Arkwright's group encountered impossible phenomena. And it's clear that Ikaruga has been working for the presidential office. But you, Master, you're working with someone else entirely, aren't you? The person who knows what's going to happen. The disciple of Professor Epstein. The one who knows the secret of the 8 Genesis. Who used the White Ordnance to call the Vestiges. Professor LaToya Hamilton!
Well done. You've reached the truth at last.
Commencing rocket launch in 20, 19, 18.
It's 1 p.m.
17,
Just on time.
16. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11.
You've bested me, Reem. You and your friends. Congratulations to you all.
6.
But now, you must see it through to the end.
4.
Now is the moment that the heavens turn. The moment that will decide the fate of Zemuria.
Lift off.